What? Yo, my YouTube, man. It's your boy D Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. And today, as y'all can see, we're reacting to the harsh truth about Caitlin Clark. Now, a lot of y'all have requested me to react to this video, man. Now, this video is like pretty old, but it got 1.3 million views, and apparently it gotta be good because everybody is relating this video. So we about to see what this man Jimmy High Roller be talking about. But if you did click on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully you're having a fantastic and incredible day. And shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here, and just everything done for us. Truly, thank you, Jesus Christ. But with all that being said, without further ado, let's not waste no more time. Give it up.
Athletes are good.
Caitlin Clark, man, I've been knowing she was like that though. All right. I knew she was like that Iowa whenever she was playing injuries that first year and then be here the second year. I knew she was like that from then and forth. I mean LSU and running at 8, you know what I'm saying?
Very rarely does an athlete make such an impact that they begin to transcend their sport. Facts. You know, those times where an athlete is creating so much buzz that people who don't even follow the sport know their name. Facts. These athletes hardly ever come around, but when they do,
Lagerfeld generational. You can't tell me to name one other swimmer. I can't name no other swimmer, but trust me, I know Michael. I know Michael Phelps like the back of my hand, baby. And Simone Biles. I can name no other. I don't think I can.
Used to skate, so of course I know who Tony Hawk is. But my mom also knows who Tony Hawk is. In a sport that tends to only retain the most diehard fans, Usain Bolt was so incredible that he became a household name. And it also helped that his name sounds like he was destined to be the fastest man of all time.
He does have a fire name to say he's the fastest man ever, right? Yeah, fastest man ever. He has a fire name.
Instantly say
Tiger Woods. That was the only golfer I knew. Low key, I don't think I can name another golfer right now.
Athletes that reach this level of popularity, where they almost single-handedly lift their sport to new heights. And right now,
Neymar better than Ronaldo too, baby.
Home to an athlete that may just be next in line to be one of these transcendent athletes. Caitlin Clark has only been in the WNBA for 1 season, and she is already the face of the league, drawing in more fans, viewers, money than ever before. But it hasn't come without harsh criticism.
Shoot, she brought me in, and I thought I was never going to watch the WNBA ever.
At the disproportionate admiration and attention being given to just one player, and some of this criticism claiming she simply isn't nearly as dominant as we are led to believe. A product of the sports media machine pushing their golden
Dang, give me them ankles, baby.
Is Caitlin Clark really as good as advertised? Or have her talents been overblown for the sake of the WNBA and the future of women's basketball?
They don't even, bro, the WNBA don't even really like her like how they should like her. You know what I'm saying? They be disrespecting her. They talking about she in the... Never mind.
And I want to thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport.
Oh, it's not. W's. Ad?
Today's video is sponsored.
I got him.
You can stay in
I'm just too smart, chat. Be your homework, baby. Let's go.
On April 7th of this year, the women of the NCAA Basketball Championship accomplished something completely unprecedented. Throughout the game, they drew in nearly 19 million viewers, a number that shattered every NCAA women's record.
Didn't they have more viewers in their tournament than the men's did that year? Right? If I'm not mistaken.
The viewership of any men's tournament game over the last half-decade, and even surpassed every single NBA Finals game since 2018.
No. More viewers than any single NBA Finals game since 2018? No way. No. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's wild. There's no way.
Groundbreaking spectacle, with people who had never even tuned into a single basketball game in their life turning on the TVs to see who would be crowned champions.
Hey.
The majority of this flocking attributed to one player, Caitlin Clark.
I ain't gonna lie. When it came to Iowa, she was at Iowa, bro, and I think it was the year she won the Natty, or even the year before that when LSU won the Natty. I have never in my life ever been excited to watch any female basketball game ever in my entire life. When she came on and March Madness was on, brother, I sat there locked in watching the TV screen like a good boy. Especially when she played Angel Reese, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I was overly locked in. I was more excited to watch that game than the Miz games, bro. And I love March Madness. I love Miz March Madness, bro. Caitlin Clark, that was a generational. I don't even know if women's basketball can get any more hype than that. I mean, it might work with Caitlin Clark now, but dog, that was one of the most generationalist times of women's basketball probably ever in women basketball history. I want to say women's sports history, but I don't know too much about soccer and all that, so I ain't gonna say all that. But yo, that was crazy times, bro. I was actually locked in. Never, ever been locked in for games.
Unbelievable range and record-breaking.
Seeing her pull from deep, I knew she was built different. I knew it.
Proving to be must-watch TV. The true testament of her greatness and impact. All of the doubt and borderline detest that quickly followed her ascent.
Literally,
some fans and players
Diana
both past and
Taurasi's
present,
hating.
questioning if her
She
talents
big
would
hating.
translate to the next level, and if the horde of fans she inspired would follow. They did. Her WNBA debut attracted the most viewers of any WNBA game in the history of ESPN. Indiana's home game attendance jumped from an average of 4,000 fans last season to an average of over 17,000 fans this season.
The Caitlin Clark effect might be one of the biggest effects I've ever seen in my life. This is no glaze out of just anybody ever, bro. Like, yo, she is. I've never like seen, at least in my time. Like, obviously, like LeBron and all that, they be carrying the NBA and all that, but there's still other players. Caitlin Clark is single-handedly making the W. She is breaking all of the WNBA viewer records, and it's not even close. She is single-handedly carrying. Forget all the other rookies and all the other good players in the WNBA. She's single-handedly doing this, bro. Straight up. I'm not saying they're not helping, but she's playing solo squads right now, bro. That's what she's doing. The Caitlin Clark effect got to be one of the biggest effects ever, bro. In anything. I've never seen this in my life, bro. She looking like Michael Jeffrey Jordan right now.
A single year, transactions in the Fever's team store jumped over 700%.
700%.
WNBA viewership has skyrocketed to levels that even Clark's biggest advocates.
Only the first 5 games, 1.4 million average viewership. That is a million jump from 2023. Yo.
Not foresee. Game 4 of last year's WNBA Finals drew in more viewers than any WNBA game over the last 2 decades.
Dang.
With 728,000 fans.
I did not tune into not one game of that.
As one of the most anticipated games in the history of the league. This season, there were 22 regular season games that eclipsed that mark. 21 of them drawing in over 1 million viewers. Even crazier, 18 of those 22 games featured Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever.
I don't know what to say, bro.
The most revealing evidence of the now dubbed...
This is last year, by the way. This is posted a year ago. This is not even now.
Effect is the fact that WNBA viewership has nearly caught up with NBA viewership in 2024.
No.
On ESPN, NBA games averaged 1.56 million viewers this past season. WNBA games averaged 1.2 million viewers.
No! Okay, that's how you know the NBA is doing bad,
just a
bro.
couple years ago. But Caitlin Clark's soaring popularity has
no diss to WNBA, I'm saying.
Contention for many fans of the WNBA. Frustrated that in a league that is bursting with talent right now, it's all just being overlooked for the poster child of women's basketball. Do Caitlin's abilities actually
better than all of y'all?
In just her rookie season, Caitlin broke over a dozen league and franchise records, including the WNBA's single-season assist record. She set the record for the most assists in a single game. She received the most All-Star votes of any player in WNBA history, set a new league record for double-doubles by a guard in a single season, scored the most points of any rookie in league history, and became the first rookie in WNBA history to put up a triple-double.
She the greatest girl to touch a basketball to ever walk this earth. This is not even close. She done did all of this, and this was her rookie. This is last year, her rookie year. This ain't even this year right now. Bro, she done got so much stuff, bro. My brain can't even fathom and gather. This is all records, by the way, or stuff that has not been done or broke something. I can't even fathom this in my head. Let alone people are trying to say this girl is just getting overhyped, brother. She is, compared to like all the other sports in her own respective sport, she has to have the biggest gap compared to everybody else. It's not even close. She was a rookie, gang. She's not even in her peak, in her prime. She just got in the league. I ain't lie, she funny be looking like she playing on rookie sliders or something, bro. This is not fair. This is legit cheating. She's a creative player, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't understand it. She's a GOAT. She's a GOAT. And she hasn't even played 3 years in the league yet.
Past week, it was announced that Caitlin made first team all WNBA, which makes first rookie to make first team all league since Candace Parker did it 16 years ago.
Oh, she did that. That's
those awe-inspiring performances from her days in college did in fact translate to the pros. Because even against the best defense in the world, she is pretty much an offensive cheat code. Throughout her rookie season, with points and assists, Clark generated 45.2% of all points produced by the Indiana Fever. For perspective, she has a larger offensive load than every single player in the NBA last season, outside of Luka Doncic.
I don't know, bro.
And she's a rookie. But to really understand Caitlin's unparalleled offensive prowess, here are the 200 most productive offensive seasons in WNBA history on a scale of points generated per game. And among these seasons, you'll find the greatest players in the league's history. Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker,
I don't know some of these players,
McCoughtry
though. I'm not gonna lie.
I
don't know who Lisa Leslie is, but she's old.
Climb towards
I know
the top,
Ella,
and
Candace,
you'll find seasons from Asia Wilson and Cynthia Cooper. But with 4 of the top 10 most productive offensive seasons in WNBA history is Diana Taurasi. Her 2006
That's why she be hating. Okay, well that's why.
Producing
33.9
points per game. And then there's Caitlin Clark, who is
bro.
already the most potent offensive player in the history of the
What
WNBA.
do y'all want me to say? I can't say nothing. I didn't said everything I possibly could. Y'all want me to glaze some more? Like,
and as absurd as her numbers are, how she's
so good. I'm lost for words right now, bro.
Here are the players who attempt the longest three-pointers on average in the NBA last season, with Trae Young leading the league with the deepest three-point attempts with an average distance of 27.94 feet. And Damian Lillard and Stephen Curry just a shade closer. Despite it still being worth the same amount of points, the longest shooters in the NBA are stepping 4 feet outside the three-point line on their attempts. But even amongst the deepest shooters in the world, Caitlin Clark is on her own island, because throughout the 2024 regular season, her average three-point distance was 28 feet, which is not only further than any player in the NBA and in the WNBA, it is a whopping 6 feet out from the WNBA three-point line.
I'm done, bro. I can't, bro. I can't, bro. I'm kidding. I am 100% convinced, bro. Caitlin Clark might be the only girl to walk this planet. I could be gassing. She's going to be a liability on defense. Her defense is on 0. She might be the only girl that can possibly have any chance, any hoods of playing in the National Basketball Association. This is the only girl that I am even somewhat convinced that could even do that. First of all, her playing in the WNBA is like Curry playing in the G League. That's based on what I see at this point. This is all in her rookie season. This is not even including this season, bro. This is from last year. She shoots farther than on average, any NBA player from the three-point line in the NBA. Obviously, far more than any girl in the WNBA. She's breaking mad records. She can't be stopped. She averaged 45% of her team points, or contributed, whatever that's even called. Like, wow, can y'all give me a reason of why she cannot play in the NBA besides her defense? I'm not going to say she's going to be one of the best players or even an all-star or even good. Because men's and girls are totally different. But I think she might be the only girl that has a smidgen of a chance of playing in the league, bro. She is built different.
Has Caitlin Clark been worth all the attention?
28 feet average, bro. You might as well just chuck the ball from half court at this point, might as well. That's basically what you're doing right now.
She didn't just have a successful rookie season. She had one of the best rookie seasons in recent basketball history.
Yes.
And this isn't just to her benefit, but the benefit of the entire WNBA.
Yes.
Because the seismic boost in the WNBA's popularity this season is not limited to those turning on the games to see what she'll do next. It can also be found in the fans actually showing up to the games.
I don't mind going to a little Caitlin Clark game, baby.
The chart of the average attendance of WNBA games since the inception of the league in 1997 will tell you a story of a league that has seen their fair share of good days and bad ones. In 1997, there were only 8 WNBA teams, all with really healthy attendance numbers due to the excitement of a new women's league. The league quickly
they got no attendance.
A handful of teams emerging as fan favorites, like the Washington Mystics, the Phoenix,
which I already knew they did,
the LA Sparks. But with a
I don't ever remember hearing WNBA like that ever. That was something I heard every blue moon.
Teams folding along the way, such as the Soul, Fire, Miracle, and Sting.
Dang, so they peaked at like
where the league's once steady fan base was wiped
K
out.
for a minute.
In 2020, there were no fans in attendance due to COVID protocols, and when play resumed in 2021, attendance was at an all-time low. A number that has been quickly rising in the few years since the pandemic, but has specifically seen an explosion this season, where for the first time, league attendance was higher than the WNBA's inaugural season. A fever, seeing the highest attendance numbers in league history, nearly selling out every single home game. In a league where attracting the casual fan has been a seemingly insurmountable task, Caitlin Clark has defied the odds by not only drawing in new fans for her and her team, but rising the tides for the entire league.
This is
completely unprecedented, at least in the WNBA it is. But there was a time when the NBA was facing similar struggles until a pair of players showed up and changed.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, baby. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson,
After the success
Kareem,
of the Celtics in the 1960s,
all them boys.
The NBA's
You already know what
growth
time it
and
is.
popularity had come to a grinding halt in the 70s. The league had a rampant drug problem. An emerging rival league known as the ABA was picking up steam, and the NBA
never mind, I'm gonna say something so stupid. Don't mind
me. To propel the league into the next decade. Jerry West was on his way out.
The logo,
Kareem was incredible,
even though
but he didn't really.
I ain't gonna lie. Do y'all think Jerry West should still be a logo, bro? I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, only reason why I would not mind not changing it from him, bro, is because just pure nostalgia. Other than that, bro, I mean, he even said himself, put MJ on there or something, bro. Put the GOAT on the logo. Now you could argue LeBron. I'm not mad if you say LeBron. Now if you say Kobe Bryant, bro, Kobe's not the GOAT twin. I'm sorry. It's either MJ or LeBron. Keep it that way. But other than nostalgia reasons, bro, I mean, maybe it could just be one of them traditional things where like there's not really no need to change the logo, to be honest, bro. It's branded on so much stuff, bro. It's a whole lot of hassle for basically no reason. But would y'all want the logo to be changed though? Me personally, no. I like it for the nostalgia purposes, bro. I'm sorry. I'm a nostalgia kind of guy. What are we changing stuff for? It's unnecessary, unneeded. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Personality or charm that fans gravitate towards. Bill Walton's prime was cut short due to injuries.
I'm never.
Fans felt
Patrick Ewing.
Introduction to the league after leaving the.
Y'all ain't hear nothing. Y'all ain't see nothing. Don't worry about it.
NBA in 1976 was a bit short of what was advertised. Many games were lucky to see even half capacity in attendance. Many teams were losing money. The NBA had fallen to a, quote, second-tier sport behind the NFL, MLB, and NHL. All of this culminating to the point where some networks infamously had NBA Finals games on tape delay in the late 70s.
Dang! No, that's just
the league was in desperate need of a generational, transcendent superstar. Lucky for them, they got two. Coming off the most popular rivalry in the history of college basketball, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson propelled the league to new heights in the 80s, transforming the NBA from a second-rate league into
a... I knew Magic and Larry Bird carried the league, but dang, they carried the league like this? I don't know. Jimmy High Roller put me on game, though. I didn't know it was up to this extent. Remember, that's crazy. You gonna lie.
Sports and entertainment. A tandem that many longtime NBA fans say saved the NBA. Now, this isn't to say Caitlyn is the second coming of two of the greatest, most important figures.
In women's basketball, she's greater than both of them, baby. Let's be honest here. Like, come on, bro. What?
History of basketball. But her impact on the sport at such an early stage in her career has reached a level reminiscent of some of the most influential athletes of all time relative to their sport. Because
she's the Michael Jordan of girls basketball, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
It has had a cascading effect on players across the entire WNBA. Clark has essentially become the gateway to NBA fandom for
bro. At this point, bro, is it glazed if I say she like the Michael Jordan and the Stephen Curry combined of women's basketball when you go by influence and everything else, bro? She done blew up the league, all the statistics, bro, by literally X amount. I can't remember the amount. Some OC the great. This has to be the most viewership they've ever had in their whole span of existence, bro. I've never seen in my entire life of being on this planet, and I'm 18 years old. I ain't that old. I ain't one of y'all old heads, buddy. The WNBA get talked about so much in my life. Low key, bro, there'll be times where I forget the WNBA even existed. Until some days, I'll randomly see it come around on my For You page. That's how bad it was. Like, when I was like 15, 16, shoot, even 17, 14, bro, if somebody talked about the WNBA to me, bro, I'm looking at you like you're crazy. I'm not even paying you no mind. No diss to all the girls hooping, bro. Y'all hoop, you know what I'm saying? Y'all nice. But the point is, nobody cared about that if we're being honest. All right? But now, I'm not going to watch WNBA like that. But Caitlyn Clark, I don't know if I could watch a full game, but I might tune in. And that's big. I know a lot of y'all thinking the same thing. Y'all never even think about tuning into a WNBA game, bro. Caitlyn Clark influence is absolutely crazy, bro. Is she more influential than... Nah, never mind. Hold on, I'm finna glaze so bad.
They come to witness the phenomenon that she is and end up staying once they see just how awesome the league and its players are. Players around the league are signing groundbreaking endorsement deals. Teams now have their own planes and new facilities.
That's fire.
Many WNBA they got that. Have become household names, some of the most recognizable figures in sports today. There is real, genuine discourse about the games and the players right now that exists beyond the diehard fans. Conversations about the WNBA are now no longer about the legitimacy of the league itself, but instead about its players, records being broken, rivalries, the playoffs, title games, the draft, and up-and-coming prospects. It's understandable that Caitlyn's explosion in popularity has caused a lot of tension. Why is she getting all the attention when there's tons of great players around the league?
Because she has the Never mind, let me not go.
Answer to that question? Well, it depends on who you ask. But there's no denying the widespread impact Clark has made on the league in just a single season. For years, players in the WNBA pushed for people to give their talents and their skills and the product a chance. And in record numbers, people finally are. Now, what it took to get them to tune in may not be the most ideal circumstance, where for many casual fans, one player is overshadowing the vast majority of an entire league. But it's
that's how it works, though, man.
In the right direction. Whether the Caitlyn Clark effect will have a lasting impact on the league and retain these new viewers and fans and continue to draw in more in the future is something that only time will tell. But one season in, and she is on a path to being one of the very few truly game-changing athletes of her generation.
Crazy.
And yes, she's got all the talent to back it up.
Obviously. Come on, baby. Hey, W video by Jimmy High Roller, man, and I truly do appreciate all of y'all who wanted me to even react to this video, or the fact that even y'all would want to see me react to anything, man. Actually, like Loki brightens my day. Just want to let y'all know. But if you did stay this long to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. I'm saying, hopefully you have a blessed and fantastic day. If there's anything y'all do want me to react to, man, just let me know. But without further ado, I'm out of this young boys. The next man, stay blessed in Jesus' name, man. Yeah.